What's going on YouTube? So thinking back a few years ago, you might remember the Toyota CHR, a very stylish small crossover in their lineup. Well, I'm standing next to the brand new version. This is the all new 2026 CHR, but this time it is nothing like it was before. So let's go ahead and take a detailed first look. Now I said it's nothing like the previous generation, but actually it is similar in one way, and that's the fact that it does retain that stylish design that the CHR first introduced in the previous generation. It has a very unique shape, and that begins up here in the front. So as you can see, you've got a pretty sleek looking front end design. It's got the newest Toyota design characteristics such as the hammerhead front end. We've got a lot of blacked out elements as well, as this will be offered in SE and XSE trim levels. So both of them are going to be more on the sporty design side of things. Now what is important to know about this model is this is actually now fully electric. So up in the front you'll notice it is largely sealed off in terms of the grille, but we do have some ventilation down here on the lower fascia. Moving over to our headlights, we've got those distinct design going on through here with our daytime running light. We also have our LED unit down below. This is a projector LED on this XSE. Moving on to our wheels, they're going to vary in size from 18 to 20-inch alloys. This XSE has the large 20-inch alloy option. I really like the way these wheels look. You've got a lot of spokes going on, no aero covers either, so they're very stylish and match really nicely with the red paint color. A little bit of cladding, but not a lot on the wheel arches and the lower part of the body. Gloss black finish up here on our mirrors, and Toyota does say they will be offering standard blind spot monitoring.
Now at the side of the CHR, the overall vehicle length is about 178 inches, which is about 4 inches less than something like a Toyota RAV4, for instance, and it's going to be about 6 inches less than the BZ, which is Toyota's bigger electric product. Now, as far as design touches are concerned, you will notice that the signature upper door handle will continue for the CHR, so that's kind of a cool touch. It's a little bit more integrated than what it was before and gives you that sleek door panel design. You will also notice that we have a two-tone roof option, and that looks really fantastic, especially when you pair it with this paint color. And now that I gave Drew a second to reposition, as you can see, that two-tone roof will kind of sweep into the rear with this piece being blacked out as well. We do have a little bit of a spoiler up here at the upper part, and then you'll notice that your window is going to be raked back so much so that you do not even need a wiper. We additionally have a little bit of a deck lid spoiler through this center section. And as far as the overall lighting goes, you'll be very pleasantly surprised, because even though this is a more affordable Toyota SUV, it has very premium LED lighting, so it goes all the way across the back. We have kind of the dash design, which is the latest Toyota design element. It's fully LED, including your brake light and your reverse light and turn signal. Dropping down, you will notice, of course, we have our CHR branding, our Beyond Zero branding as well. And then this whole center section, uniquely enough, is actually going to be blacked out regardless of what paint color you choose. So that definitely adds a lot of contrast. And then down here at the lower fascia, this is all a matte black. Of course, you do not have exposed exhaust outlets. It is electric, and we don't have official numbers on towing just yet. Now, when it comes to your safety systems, Toyota is always good about including all of those as standard equipment. That will be the case for this CHR as well. You will have their 3.0 system. Additionally, if you choose the XSE trim level, that will add traffic jam assist as well as lane changing assist as nice premium features for just this trim level. But guys, there is a really cool cabin that we can't wait to dive into. But first, if you're new here, we're brothers, and we've been reviewing cars since we were 12
and 16. We started young, and since then we've reviewed over 2,000 cars at every price point.
And if you want to know about all the latest and greatest rides, then make sure to subscribe to be a part of our Car Confections family.
Let's learn a lot and have some fun with all the newest cars. All right, now let's check out the interior. First, show you the key fob real fast. Typical Toyota key fob here. You do have a button to precondition the cabin though. Smart entry behind the door handle. And then let's take a look at this interior. So obviously, right as soon as you glance inside, you'll know that it is nothing like the previous generation. It really looks a lot more spacious and a lot more high-tech and well-appointed. So let's begin with our seats in terms of our tour here. You got two different seats. The SE is going to come with a cloth and leatherette seat. This version, the XSE, comes with a suede and leatherette seat. So you've got the leatherette along the outside edges here with the two-tone finish. That looks pretty nice. And then the whole center section is in a suede with a little bit of a texture on board. As far as the seats themselves, they're going to have 10 ways of power adjustment and two-way lumbar support. This XSE version will give you memory seats located right here. Let's get inside though so we can get into some more specific details. And now that I'm inside the cabin, the first detail I want to get into is the material quality, of course. So we begin with our door trim. You have a leatherette across this whole part here for your armrest, and it is a soft touch plastic along the top in a gray color. As we move to the upper dash, this is very interesting. So you can see that we've got this kind of textured material. It goes all the way across, giving a kind of a visually interesting looking design. It is soft touch and kind of has a little bit of a scratchy feel. I think it's pretty cool. It definitely looks futuristic. Leatherette runs through the center section, and then down here along the bottom, it's not going to be padded, but it does feel very solid in terms of build quality, even here on this prototype model. Now, speaking of, since it is a prototype model, we can't fire up the internal electronic system here, but we can go through and go ahead and talk about some of the individual details. We'll begin with our gauge cluster like we always do. In typical BZ fashion, so Toyota's electric products have this display, which is pushed back. That will be here on the CHR. It's about 7 inches. It kind of is used as the gauge cluster as well as a head-up display just due to the overall positioning. And then as we pull back to the steering wheel, you've got the same design as we've seen in some of the other Toyota BZ products. It's got a lot of buttons kind of running down this section right here. I'm noticing we've got rain sensing wipers, and the wheel itself is going to be manual, tilt, and telescoping. Now, talking about interior storage, as an electric product, you have a lot more options when it comes to the packaging, and let's see how well they've utilized that. Well, if we open up the center console, you'll notice that we've got a good size, nice felt lining down there at the bottom of it as well. And it does open up from both the right and the left-hand side. You've got 2 deep cup holders right here in the center section. Then you've got this kind of island. One of the things I'm noticing about this island, which is pretty impressive, is the fact that this has 2 wireless phone charging pads side by side. So that's really quite nice. We also prominently have our shifter here within an easy access zone. It's a digital shifter, so you can just twist over to reverse. And I want to point out that this version, the XSE, gives you the 360 camera. You also have some electronic parking brake over here on the side, and you have your brake hold. Furthermore, we also have a large center pass-through, so you can stick all types of different things down there. Now, prominently in a nice position, we've got our electronic shifter here. Just twist over to D for drive, go in the opposite way for reverse. And I do want to point out that on the XSE, you get a 360-degree camera system. Now, in terms of other elements of the interior, well, check out this huge display. So we got a 14-inch display. This is really very similar in the overall execution to the Lexus lineup because it has those climate controls built right into the screen itself. Huge improvement over the previous generation CHR as well. So you will definitely have a dual zone automatic climate control setup. You also have a physical control for your audio system, and a JBL sound system is available, as you can see. Like I was mentioning, the screen itself is 14 inches. It's got a new Toyota software on it, so it will have some new features such as a prominent home button. It still continues to have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it should also have better performance, but again, we can't demonstrate that quite yet today. Up top, we have an auto-dimming mirror with our HomeLink universal remotes. And then, as a wrap-up, the front of the cabin, I'm quite impressed to see that we have a panoramic style sunroof with a power sunshade, although it does not open up.
But I'm sure you're curious as to how spacious this rear seat is. And as I shut up the door, you will find a decently spacious cabin here in the new CHR. I'm not going to say it's super spacious because it definitely is on the smaller side, but we were kind of used to that in the previous generation CHR, and I do want to point out kind of the door trim will raise up and make it feel a little bit more claustrophobic back here just because of the overall sleek design. Now, as far as the space figures themselves, I'm guessing probably about 34 to 35 inches of legroom and maybe about 37 inches of headroom. I'm 5'9" for reference, and of course Toyota has not released those official numbers. That's one of the reasons why I bring around the official Car Confections ruler. This seat is adjusted to Drew, who is 5'8", and we are looking at about 5 inches of additional knee room. My feet can also easily slide up underneath of the seat. The seats themselves are going to be made of that same suede material with some leatherette accenting. If we fold down the armrest, we have 2 cup holders inside, a little bit of storage as well. And as far as features are concerned, let's talk about that. Drew forgot to mention, but we do have standard ambient lighting throughout the cabin. We also have standard heated seats and a heated steering wheel on all versions of the CHR, so a pretty good amount of standard equipment on this model for being more affordable. Now, as far as features, in the back, we have 2 USB-C ports. We also do have rear climate vents, not our own climate controls, and no heated back seats, though. As far as the door trim, the upper part is going to be made of a hard touch, kind of untextured plastic, but the center section is all a leatherette, and then there is a little bit of door storage down in the bottom. Now, walking up to the tailgate, we do have a standard power tailgate on all trim levels. And as far as the cargo space is concerned, Toyota says for the CHR, we're sitting around 25 cubic feet of space behind the second row of seats. If we fold those down, we don't have that official measure just yet, but I would estimate maybe 55 cubic feet if you're looking for our estimation. Now, as far as features are concerned, you will notice that we have a pretty cool looking floor here. If you lift it up, there's a little bit of underfloor storage, and it's actually in a couple different pieces that might allow you to customize it in the future to really maximize your overall cargo capacity.
Let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain and performance of this all-new CHR. Now, obviously, there's been a change in venue. That's because we kind of ran out of time, basically, with the CHR. So we're out here in a park now to talk to you about the powertrain. In terms of this, it's pretty impressive. So this is just going to kind of just go straight to high performance in a way. This is a standard dual motor all-wheel drive system, and it's paired with a 74.7 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery pack. Total system power on this is 338 horsepower, and Toyota says this is actually going to be good for a 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. So if you ever drove the previous generation, this is going to be like twice as fast as that to 60 miles an hour. So definitely a big improvement in that regard. As far as range is concerned, Toyota's estimating that's going to be 290 miles, up to 290 miles of range, which is pretty close to the Toyota BZ. And then in terms of your charging, that can be done 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes using the new NACS charging method.
Now let's talk about pricing and availability with the CHR. Now, Toyota says it will be available for sale in 2026. So they're not specific about when in 2026 it'll go on sale, but it will be sometime next year. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, they have not released those. That will come closer to when this vehicle goes on sale. However, if you want my professional estimation on what we think this CHR might cost, I'm saying between $40,000 to $45,000. There are only 2 trim levels, so that means the range is probably going to be pretty close between the 2 different models. Now, if you're looking to buy a Toyota CHR or any new vehicle, we'd encourage you to go to carconfections.com/newcarquotes. The reason you do that is because we have a tool on our website that'll connect you with local car dealers in your area to get you the best price. It's also going to give you access to invoice pricing information, which is a great tool for dealership negotiation. You can find that in our video description, and there's also a pinned comment at the top of this video. And guys, that's going to wrap up our first look review of the all-new 2026 Toyota CHR. If you enjoyed watching this video or found it helpful in your purchasing decision, which we really hope you did, we'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. By subscribing, you're going to get the latest car reviews such as this and very detailed first look reviews, and you're also going to be a part of our Car Confections family. We have a lot of fun on this channel, and I promise you won't want to miss out. If you're already a part of our family, thank you so much for your continued support, and we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.